What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Nephew Raps. It's the Vibe Session right here, Major Zone Radio. You already know the vibes, baby. Listen, y'all know we bringing y'all not only the hottest artists and entertainers, but we got the influencers. We got the businessmen. We got the business women. That's how we doing it. We bringing the big vibes. And it's an honor, y'all. We got a dope guest in here today, okay, that we going to learn a lot about. She going to take us to school today. We got founder and owner of the Bethancourt Law Firm.
Yes,
Bri,
ma'am. Yes,
welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I'm loving it. So I can't wait to get into you and what you do because, you know, it's a lot of black girl magic going on in the room right now. So are you originally from Dallas or?
No, so I was born in New York.
Okay. shout out to New York over here. What part?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
okay.
but I lived in Texas forever. So I'm by way of San Antonio, we should say.
Okay. So we're going to do BK.
Yeah.
By way of San Antonio. Big pressure, you
That
know.
part right there.
East Coast is all up in the building today. I love it. I'm here for it. Okay, so you're an entertainment lawyer.
Yes.
Which is super dope, first of all.
Thank you.
So for those that may not be familiar, what are some of the services offered by an entertainment lawyer?
So what I do is I primarily, my clientele consists of like DJs, artists, record labels, you know, everybody in the entertainment industry. And so what I do is I review, negotiate, advise, draft contracts, all kind of contracts, from the rooter to the tutor. You know what I'm saying? I do it all for my clients. And so that's in a nutshell what I do.
Okay. That's really dope. So when did you know you wanted to be a lawyer? Because like that's a pretty big hat to wear. Like what was that moment where you was like, this is what I'm gonna do?
I was 6. I was
really?
6 when I said I was gonna be a lawyer. And you know, it's one of those, you know, I was 6 and I told my mom, I'm gonna be a lawyer. And she's like, yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't actually come to to fruition until I was attending UT Arlington for my undergrad. And I started working with this record shop to age myself, right? We actually sold CDs in stores at the time, y'all. Right? And then the guy who owned that CD store also worked for Red Rum Records, again aging myself. And so they brought me in. They brought me on the back, you know, I saw all the back scene of how the entertainment industry works. And so yeah, that was the start of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you always knew.
Yeah, I always knew I wanted to be a lawyer, but I didn't know what kind. Until I started working in the industry. And then I was like, oh, yeah. This entertainment attorney came to one of the parties that they threw. And he was like, I'm an entertainment attorney. I was like, whoa. Like, that's dope. They have that?
Yeah.
You know, so they have those? And then so that's how that came. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I like that. So, I guess my next question is you work with like a lot of artists. You work with a lot of entertainers. You know, is there a mistake that you see artists and entertainers often make when it comes to signing deals and signing contracts?
Yeah, the biggest mistake is not getting an entertainment attorney. But that's just the realest thing, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, I always tell my artists, are you smart enough to understand what's in this contract? Yeah, absolutely. Nobody is saying that because I hear that a lot, right? Well, I understand it. I didn't need an attorney. I understood the words. That's what's up. But did you understand what that meant to you and what that meant to your situation? You know what I'm saying? And did you understand that maybe there were things in there that should have been in there that wasn't? Or maybe there were things that were in there that you needed to negotiate, you know? And so the biggest mistake is just not having a team. And part of that team should be an entertainment attorney, right? So not having an entertainment attorney on your team to say, or to make sure that contract is in your best interest. That would be one of the biggest mistakes.
Okay. Y'all hear that, artists? Y'all so busy. And listen, I'm guilty too, okay? Because y'all, listen, don't come for me. But, you know, a lot of times they focus on the manager and then, you know, the publicist and this and that. But the entertainment lawyer is such a pivotal person because they making sure your money is right.
That's it.
Listen.
Like, that's what it's about. I'm making sure that you keep your coins, you know, and less coins are going out to them and more coins are staying to you. Like, that's the whole That's the whole name of the game.
And in the entertainment business, the more you don't know, the more they gonna take advantage of that.
Absolutely, be throwing all kind of things in those contracts. But without somebody
I
to
got
tell
PTSD.
you, listen. Without somebody to tell you and to guide you, I mean, you just out here all willy nilly.
Okay. All right. So make sure y'all tap in. You need an entertainment lawyer. Don't say we ain't never tell you nothing. Okay. So I saw recently that you participated in the Latina Summit.
Yes.
So tell us about that experience. How was that?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So that was pretty dope. So that happened at my old law school. That's where I graduated from, right? And so that happened at that law school, and it was just nice to have that full circle moment, and so it was a summit geared towards Latin females in the legal realm. And I spoke to, I thought I was coming in to speak to law students. That's what I thought. I ended up speaking to attorneys, and it was pretty dope because a lot of these attorneys have more, like they've been in the game longer than I have, right? But they seem to have been able to glean something from whatever I was dropping, right? And so I thought that was pretty dope. And then again, it was pretty nice to be back at my old law school. So yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you this has been your dream since you were 6, but how long have you been officially practicing entertainment law?
So 6, almost 7 years now.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, she outside with it. She outside with it. I love that. So going back to the whole artist situation, I know they got to make a consult to really get the game.
Yeah.
We're not going to give out too much free game.
Right.
But of course, outside of getting an entertainment lawyer, what would you say like is a small little tidbit you can give artists, or even like a big red flag that you often see when you look at contracts that's like absolutely not? Is there anything you can give us as like a red flag kind of thing?
So I'll give you an example about that. I had an artist come to me with a management agreement, right? And those artist management agreements are so important, y'all. Like every agreement that you have with every particular person that's on your team that you work with in this industry, again, it's all based upon how much money you're gonna keep and how much money you're gonna give away, right? So this particular contract, it ran me hot. Let me tell you why this ran me hot. This dude is paying his manager 20%, okay, which is on the high end of that percentage, but whatever, it's within the limit, right? So 20% for the managerial duties, plus $250 a month. Okay, did you hear me?
Okay,
plus, so the 20% for whatever he got booked for, and then he was paying the manager $250 a month, regardless of whether he was being booked or not.
Oh wow!
So now ask me how many times he was being booked under that contract. Why? Because the manager was going to get paid regardless if he booked you or not, right? So what was the incentive to book you?
Exactly.
But again, it was one of those people that I can read the contract and I knew what it was saying, but did you? But did you know that that's not standard to have to pay 20% and $250 a month?
Yeah. Because 20% is a little high for the manager, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it usually like 10 or 15?
Well, so it's usually 15 to 20.
Okay.
Right? And it just depends on how the manager, how popular the manager is, what type of connections, So 20% for this one was probably a little high. But again, then you paying a monthly fee. Who does that?
Yeah, right.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Because the purpose of the manager is to help you find work, right?
And then they get 20% off the work that they help
find.
you. There you go.
Listen, y'all getting so many. Listen, we gonna have to drop the Cash App in a minute because it's a lot of gems coming out. So with a lot of artists being independent right now, it's kind of a wave. More artists are trying to see what they can do without having to like sign to a major. A lot of artists are doing like distribution deals.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about those? Do you feel like they're even worth it, or do any of those ever come across your desk?
Absolutely. And so the only answer I can give you is it depends, right?
Okay.
So that's one of those that is just depend on that artist, what they've accomplished, what they haven't accomplished, and what this deal is going to give them, right? So it just depends. So that's a hard one to answer generally.
Okay, I understand. So can you share with us, if you can, what you would consider one of your biggest clients to date?
I can't do that.
Okay.
I can't. But
Listen,
but you know,
she a real lawyer. She's pleading the fifth. We're not doing this today. Donald Trump plead the fifth. We pleading the fifth.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I understand. Shout out to y'all though. She got y'all. She got it on lock for y'all.
That's right.
So, what advice would you give, like, to other young women, other young girls who may be watching this, listening to this, that want to get into this line of work? Because obviously, being a lawyer is not for the weak, right? What advice would you give to them?
The advice that I would give is, if you're anything like me, I didn't have anybody to bank this off of. I didn't have anybody to like ask for advice for, right? And so I kind of just jumped all in. And so my advice to the young women that are out there that are looking to get into this field is just do it. Just do it. Get your LSAT. Study for the LSAT. Take that test. That's the entry exam into law school, right? Study for the test, and then just go. 10 toes down. Just go ahead and jump into it and do it. Try to find you a mentor. Somebody that's already been there that can kind of help walk you through. That's important. And bonus if you can find a mentor that looks like you, right? Because we go through some things that are different, right? But just do it. Stop putting it on a back burner. Stop putting it off. Stop thinking you're not capable of, right? And just do it. We need more women. We need more Black women. This is a white male-dominated industry. The legal field, just period, is a white male-dominated industry. So we need more people that look like us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Have you ever had to tell somebody about themselves? Because obviously being a Black woman in these spaces, it could get sticky. Have you ever had to be like, excuse me, sir?
Sir, ma'am. Yes.
Ma'am.
All the time. So let me just give y'all a quick story. Listen, I'm a storyteller. Let me give y'all a quick story. So a lot of background. A lot of what we deal with, especially Black females in the industry, is we're always mistaken for the legal clerk, the paralegal, the case manager, right? Never mistaken for the attorney, right? And so about 2 months ago now, maybe it was about 2 months ago, month and a half, 2 months ago, I was in court. And I was mistaken for the court reporter. One of the clients came up to me and was like, "My uncle did what you used to do what you do." And I was like, "Oh yeah, what did your uncle do?" A court reporter? No, ma'am. You see me in this suit with this briefcase. Don't play me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see me, but I was the only one that looked like me in that courtroom. And so she just automatically, "You're a court reporter. How you? I'm not even by a typewriter. How you figure? I'm over here with the other attorneys." But it doesn't dawn on anybody. Now, she apologized profusely, right? But you gotta connect. You gotta collect people. You gotta collect people a lot in this job.
Yes, you gotta gather them like a ponytail.
gather them up, baby.
I know their face dry when you say, "Oh no, I'm the lawyer." Their
why?
mouth is on the ground.
Right? But
it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
But
that's how it is, and that's the things. And there's so many other attorneys, female attorneys, that have similar stories, and that's just one of them. That's I've experienced that from bailiffs, from clients, from different people. Yeah,
that is crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy. And I'm like, y'all see this suit? Don't play with don't play with your girl.
I know you come in stepping too. You give me that energy, like suited up,
you gonna get all
the
this.
Shoes on. You gonna get everything
with that lipstick popping. You
Hello.
gonna get it all.
Hello, I'm here. Ask about her. I'm here for it. So I'm dying to ask you this question because I'm such a fan of this show. Did you watch How to Get Away with Murder with Viola Davis?
I did not.
Really?
I did not. Like, y'all, first year law school, all those type of shows I had to do away with. I'm screaming at the TV.
Wow.
Listen, my nerves be shot. I be screaming at the TV. Like, first 48, had to be done with it.
Wow.
Had to be done with it first year law school.
Because you
first
see
semester.
things differently.
Now I know some things, right? And I'm like, why y'all talking to, get an attorney? Like, so, like, no, I don't know.
Oh, you probably only had time to watch between the cases and everything.
That too. But I stay away from anything that has to do. Is that like illegal? It's like legal stuff?
So Viola Davis is in it. Shout out to her. I love her as an actress. And basically, they get in a way. She's a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
And she teaches at law school, but she's also a lawyer. So her and her students basically be getting away with murder. It's such a good show.
Oh, they murdering people for real.
They killing people for real. Well, it be by accident.
But how many people die by accident?
About 5, 6, 7, maybe 8.
By accident, and it's her and the law students.
Yeah.
That's too much already.
You see?
That's too much. So I watch things that I don't have to think about anything.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a lot of reality shows. It's gonna be a lot of Real Housewives, 90 Day Fiance.
That's
although
my show.
I learned a little bit of immigration with that. That fiance visa is everything, right? I was like, what?
Ain't that like 10 bands or something for the? Ain't it really expensive?
I don't. Now I'm gonna have to ask my immigration friends because I'm like, I don't even know. Like my immigration attorney friends, I'm gonna have to ask them. Like, what is? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm gonna figure that out.
We need to know these things.
We definitely do. I would definitely do. That's a good question.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So we talked a little bit about your shows. So when you're not working, which I know your caseload is probably crazy. When you're not working, catching up on your shows, what do you do? Like, what's your night out, or what's something you do for fun or to unwind?
So again, TV.
Just TV. Okay.
TV, but I also have an 8-year-old daughter.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot of just spending time with her, shopping, traveling, outside of that. But when we're home and I don't have any, like I can't get out to get away, it's a lot of TV that I don't have to think about.
Okay.
For real. Like closing the door and just having some me time. Outside of that though, traveling, I'm so excited that they done opened up the world, back up now. And so I'm ready to get out there and get on somebody's plane and cruise and all that.
Hello. Put some stamps on the passport. The only thing that's weirding me out right now is monkeypox. I'm like, Lord, why we got another situation? Why, Lord?
Back to back to back. Like, if it ain't one thing, it's another, right?
Yeah.
And that's a pandemic in and of itself. That's what it's starting to look like, right? I don't know much about it other than you have to be in close contact. So I don't know, and I probably need to do better at it's just so much. Like, I can't, right?
It's
like,
depressing.
information overload, right? And so I know you have to be close to people. It's not like airborne like COVID, right? It's not as airborne as COVID. But they can keep them.
Right.
Listen, I can't deal.
I hate to say it, but if somebody got too much acne, because I ain't got the clearest face, but if you're acne too much, I'm going to look at you.
If you look a certain, just don't pick it. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you start picking it, it starts scabbing over. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of looking at you side-eye. Yeah, don't pick it, y'all.
Y'all know I ain't got no sense. Okay, dope. So, do you have anything coming up? I know you just did the summit. Is there anything else coming up where you're speaking or engaging people, or you taking new clients right now?
So, I'm glad that you brought that up because I do, I am also a speaker, right? So no, right now I don't have anything that I can think of that's coming up. That just happened Saturday, so I don't have anything in the works right now coming up. But I will soon. And then as far as new clients, yes, I'm always taking new clients for entertainment. And I do entertainment, trademarks, and business. Right. So I'm kind of a one-stop shop for most of my, labels and artists and things of that nature, but also can also help business owners just that have nothing to do with the entertainment, and so like I'll have like some of my clients include like a club, a theater, things of that nature, right? Those pole fitness clubs type of,
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Where can I sign up?
That's
First off,
the
I need a
part.
business card. Let's start there.
I got you. But I so want to do, I'm like, listen, like, when's the class? Like, I need to come because I've never done one. Have you ever done one?
No, but watching P-Valley make me want to. That's my show.
I haven't even looked at this season yet.
What? But you've seen it before.
I've seen the first season, but I was waiting because Showtime, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like all these subscription channels be getting me, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm only doing 1 month of Showtime, so I got to wait so I can binge watch it.
Okay.
I'm telling all my secrets. Showtime going to put a ban on me.
They are.
But they are.
That's my show. I definitely be watching that every week. And then there's another one that's kind of like it, but with the male dancers, with Eva Pigford.
What is it called?
All the Queen's Men. Oh. And the men be old up and stuff. So they got both of them.
Not old up.
They got, what's his name? Bolo is on there. I know you know
Okay.
him from Real Housewives, the
Yeah,
Candy Dungeon Party.
Yeah, that part. So is that also on Showtime?
That's
You know?
on BT Plus, I think.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
BT Plus. Okay, I'm ready. Terrible. Not that you putting me on to some more foolishness, as if I need
It's some
help.
foolishness.
Right, as if I need help. But yeah, no, that's dope. Let's
Okay.
get it. All the Queen's men.
Speaking of dungeon parties,
Oh.
do you ever have to like write NDAs for like lifestyle or crazy type of stuff? Because I know as an entertainment lawyer, you probably see it all.
I do. So no, I haven't done those yet. Not for
Okay.
crazy things. I've done them for
Okay.
like regular schmegglers.
But none of that. No
The crazy
Candy
ones,
Dungeon
they
parties.
don't think about NDAs.
You know what? Let me throw one so I can ask you write me a NDA for my party.
They need to have NDAs though.
Right.
That part.
Right. Because that's crazy.
Because that's crazy. They need to collect phones at the door. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all the free legal advice I'm going to say.
There you go. No phones. That is hilarious. So if someone wants some legal advice from you, how can we get in contact with you?
So you can catch me on Facebook at the Bethancourt Law Firm. And then you can also find me on Instagram at Issa Lawyer. So that's ISSA_lawyer. So Issa Lawyer. And then my office number is 1-833-4-BRI-LAW. So that's 1-833-4-BRI Law.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do house calls or they got to come to you?
I ain't doing no house calls. And then you don't even have to come to me. That's the beauty of technology today. Like a lot of them, because I have clients all over the U.S., entertainment clients all over the U.S., trademark clients all over the U.S. And so a lot of it is just emailing me or calling me and reaching out, telling me what you need. We figure out how much that's going to cost you. And then we go from there. Yeah.
Have a budget.
Yeah, nah. Don't call me with no pro bono.
The consultation ain't even going to be free. I'm going to tell you that now.
Nah, she right. She ain't lied.
So make sure you get your budget. If you got to play the lottery, somebody just won.
Not the lottery.
It wasn't me. I played them numbers.
It wasn't me either.
I don't even know what the hell I'm doing, but I played that day.
Asking them people questions all in the store. The line was long. I said, ma'am,
That was me.
Yeah, ma'am.
How you feeling, sis?
I don't know what am I doing? Yeah.
You would have been mad at me because that was me. I was her.
Holding up the line. That was me too. Listen, it is what it is, and still didn't win. All of that.
Oh man, that is funny. So real quick, tell the people where they can find you on social media and keep up with that whole vibe.
So Facebook, the Bethancourt Law Firm. Instagram, Issa_lawyer. Again, that's ISSA_lawyer. So you can follow me on both of those, and then that'll work.
Okay.
Don't DM me your whole life story though, please. Like man, they think I'm reading that. I ain't reading that.
No.
And it'd be like pages and pages of the whole thing, and then I'm supposed to give a legal advice on. No, I'm not. Don't do that. Just call the office.
Yeah.
And
schedule a consult. Click, schedule.
Yeah, just call the office, y'all.
So before we go, the name of your law firm, Bethancourt. Excuse me, is that right, Bethancourt?
The Bethancourt Law Firm.
So is there a special meaning behind that for you, or?
No, that's just my last name.
Oh,
That's my last name is Bethancourt.
Bing, stamped. Okay, I'm here for it. I love that energy. It's been such a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Gotta have you back.
Yes.
I actually might need you for some stuff, so I'm glad we met today.
Yes.
Shout out to your daughter. I know,
Thank
she's got to be so inspired by what you do. You do such amazing work. She
would
probably
think
want to do the
she
opposite.
Don't care. Listen, she's 8 and she's just like, when are you going to be done?
Right.
Like, yeah, she is not inspired. But one day she hopefully
She'll
will
understand one day. Shout out to baby girl. I'm here for it. I love it. Listen, y'all, it's been the Vibe Session. We had Bri on today. Bethancourt Law Firm. Make sure y'all schedule your consult.
Yes.
I'm going to schedule mine so I can get my life together for 2022 and beyond. So that's how we doing it, y'all. It's the Vibe Session, Major Zone Radio. It's been another dope one, man, in the books. Till next time, we out. Zone.